Here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson will throw to start out here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Off play action. Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and 9 here.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Young. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And throw by Young incomplete.
The defenses get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respect after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game early in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Young. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in this direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. We look at this Browns defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground, because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Young. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Back to it after the pick 6. Young. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Barry, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Come on.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Martin Emerson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Richardson to throw off play action. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Ready, go.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Butker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Young on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two,
and it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion left. That's Collins. Richardson now on 2nd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good yard yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. This throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Packers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run the counter. It's Barry, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
On second down, Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave from 10 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
27. Packers 21.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
In motion right is Addison. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Meanwhile, Richardson's going to throw here, caught by Addison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Richardson looking to throw this. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Collins. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Richardson going to move him around. Here's Richardson off the play fake. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Dragon 60. Ready?
Richardson will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Young working out of the gun.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, Young. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mustang 19. Go.
Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Richardson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The draw. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Young. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Barry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to...
And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Ready, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quickly to Addison here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Takes it across the 40-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's 2nd down. Richardson. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd and 7.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is fielded at the 27. And they can't bring him down. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Young. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it's all come down to this for Anders Carlson. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the right hash, this for the win. No good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now Richardson. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, it's Barry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Barry, and they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down. As he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they changed. A touchdown, you win it right then and there. You kick the field goal, they have a chance to retaliate. They didn't want that, obviously.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.